came up with that riff a couple of months ago. Just real like, I was like, oh, if I put my fingers here and it makes that sound. Oh, that's kind of cool. Let me build a pattern. Oh, let me do this. Let me do these two tails. So do it these three and these three and these three and then a tail and these three and then a different tail and then repeat. And then okay, it's kind of slinky and everything. I'll just do the octave with the other guitar and a lower, do the octave lower, and pan them on both sides so it sounds really wide. Because this is another. I've been doing it with time lapses. This is like another time lapse song for the stars. It's called Midnight Zone because that's the deep part of the ocean where it's really dark, and then star lapses occur at night. So those two kind of ideas came together. I like the sound of Midnight Zone. It just sounds cool. So I was like, okay, well I'll play that clean and I'll play it spread, and then it just sort of builds with that middle part where I just put the power chord, but I just put it in clean too. So it kind of sits in the middle and dum bum bum. It kind of sounds like it wants to build somewhere, and then it just dies off again because it's just and plus, I didn't need it to be longer than a minute because the star lapses are normally 40 to 50 seconds. So it didn't need to be the whole minute. And the whole idea just sort of builds and flows because it's also about the ocean. The ocean kind of does that, and then the stars kind of look like that in the night sky. So it all comes together for the idea of just a just a moment in time that's passing through. I don't really. I just wanted to have it big but kind of hollow sounding because it has that reverb in it, and then all those components together I think makes it sound pretty good. I put usually if it's just like a regular like a song, I don't need to worry about it because it's just loud, and as long as the loudness is everywhere. But this is kind of open and airy and kind of woo sounding, so I just put on headphones to make sure okay it sounds right, and it kind of sounds like it's just waving because it is about it's the title is about the ocean, but the use is mostly for the star lapses or different sort of time lapses. So it also has to kind of have that feel to it also. But I think it comes across okay. This is the Mesa Boogie. I've been using this is the same one I use for a lot of different stuff, but I'm just using a different what is it called? Chimney Strat. So it's like a Strat sound. So it's really like tinny and open, but it has that thick reverb on it. So it kind of wow, wow, boom, boom, boom. Kind of has that woo woo kind of weird sound to it. So I want to have another song that's like this. I want to have another feeling like this. So it felt pretty good. I think it's right. And beginning sometime in June when I start doing time lapses in June. Hopefully the weather will cooperate. This will start being the song for time lapse. I'll probably like every other one. So like a one day if I do like 4 in a week, the first one will be To the Stars and the second one will be Midnight Zone and so on and so forth. They'll just keep swapping back and forth. So I'm pretty happy with it. There's always room for improvement. I'm not very good, so there's always something that can be made better. But this, I think, is pretty fun. I enjoyed it. I think it's pretty hard to do something like this where it's slow and airy and like every single little mistake shows up. Whereas if I'm playing heavy and fast, if there's like a note off, you don't really notice it as much, especially with my crappy playing, you don't really notice it. But with this, you'll really feel like everything can be examined a little bit better. So it feels a little more nerve wracking to put it together, but I think it came together okay. Maybe you can build onto something else, or maybe I think that's the whole idea. I don't know. So I enjoyed it. It's Midnight Zone, right? Let me double check. I keep saying the name, and I just wrote it. Midnight Zone. That's right. Yeah, because that's the part in the ocean. It refers to the ocean, the bottom of the ocean. Anyway, I think it's good. Grave Fear, Midnight Zone, slow song. You'll hear it around if you look in the time lapses from June forward, I guess. It's fun. I liked it.